Okay, we now have 2 other arches and a pocket with an archway through it. So, what we are going to do with the lid is, find our acetate. And we're going to cover that front piece. Put that over that. And cover that. And then you're going to open that. There's going to be a tag to pull out, and then you can see through there. So maybe it's alright that I don't have a piece of acetate inside the pocket. Yeah, because we'll try that without it first. I'll make the tag to put in there that I want. Okay, and to make this nice and sturdy and stick, go a little bit beyond. Okay, again, this is 10 mil acetate. No, you don't have to make it that heavy, unless it's for a structural piece. And I only made it that heavy because I didn't have any 6 or 3 mil that I could find. Let me see. I don't think I've already used this half of this sheet, so I don't know that there's a coating on it anymore. Oh wait, this came from Marco's paper, so they don't have a coating. They use the tissue paper in between, which actually keeps it very nice and easy to separate, and you don't have to worry about the peeling the backing sheet stuff off, which I like. My glue went upside down for a little too long. Haha. It got sticky. Anybody else do this with their glue? Can you even see that? Are my lights too bright? Let's see, what happens if I turn them down? Oh, is that better? I don't know if that's better or blurrier. Will you guys let me know, please? No one ever tells me how my lighting is. I always ask you. Anyway, so if you could please, right now, while we're just gluing some acetate, it would be wonderful if you would subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. Give me a comment if you would, please, even if it's just a smiley face emoji. It really helps me with the YouTube algorithm, and I would love to have new subscribers to try to maybe make this a living for myself. But yeah, anytime you guys interact with me is always a plus. And if you're just watching, please hit the subscribe button. It's free for you. It helps me out immensely, especially since, as I said, YouTube is always changing their algorithms, and it helps get me on recommended videos and things of that nature. And even if you don't plan on watching me ever again, you don't have to turn on the notifications. So I would greatly appreciate you and all of your helps. Alright, there. We've got our acetate on. I always feel bad asking for you guys to do that too, but I really would like to be able, whoops, to do this more often and with better things for you. So hoping to be able to do that. I think I might have put my, I put my archway on the pocket just a smidgen too high. And see, it sticks out the bottom there. So let's cut that tiny bit off. Make sure your pocket is still sealed up, guys. I think I want this set up a little bit for dimension. What do you think? I think that'd be a nice idea. So, here's my foam tape. Okay, and let's turn on my glue gun. I think I am. There, that might be a little bit better. Alright, all heated up. Okay. And I hear everyone out there going, if you're putting foam tape on, why did you start your glue gun? Well, anytime, pretty much anytime I use open-celled foam and things like washi tape and such, unless it's extraordinarily sticky or like a glue tape, I will add either a wet glue or use the glue gun, because air can still get into these products. Now, I put a whole lot on this one by accident. I didn't mean to. But if you just put a few drops here and there, it helps the bond. And creates a longer lasting bond, because I don't care what anyone tells you. Anything like a scotch, like a washi tape, a true like washi tape or something, a tape runner, even the double-sided sticky tape is only good for, it only has a product shelf life of 2 years. So 2 years, put it on the shelf. If it hasn't sold by then, it's pretty much dried out and bad. Using it, it has a slightly longer shelf life, not shelf life, craft life, but still 5 to 7 years. It's all dried out, it's cracking, it's going to peel off. So, if it's a washi tape, I will use a water-based glue. If it's something like a foam tape, I'll use like glue gun or the Fabri-Tac, depending on how quickly I want it to stick. on this side, I'm using the glue gun. When I peel this off and put it onto here, you'll see I'll use the Fabri-Tac. That way it gives me a little bit of wiggle time so I can make sure, oops, that my arches line up. And think of the tape as the screws. If anyone's husband does woodworking or you do woodworking, other friends, whoever, if you know somebody that does woodworking and they're all like, glue it and screw it, or screw it and glue it, whichever. The screws are there to only hold until the glue sets. The screws don't really permanently hold it together because the screws can wiggle out. They can jiggle the hole bigger. The glue is what actually seeps into the wood grain to fill it in and to go like glue does with paper. So, yeah. Enough of my babbling. I'm going to finish using the foam tape and stick it down to this for you. Okay, now we are going to make a tag out of this guy. And let's see. We want it to be where we open the door. That's right there. Ooh, that's so cool. Okay. So we will mark the ends. Make it how you want it. And we'll mark the ends of the pockets. Okay, I'm gonna have to get my head in here, so hang on. Okie dokie. Yay! Alright. So, I don't think I want it to be straight. I think I want it to be ruffly. Or torn edge. Okay, I've been having a think on how I want this top part on the box to go. I do want you to be able to see, like, when this is closed and everything's in there, if you open it up, I want you to be able to see that from the inside, like you're looking outside of the box. So, but first things first, I'll figure that part out. I need to put a little button or something on here because I keep, since I lifted it up, I keep making it push in and I don't want to rip it. So this little box was handy. I think I got this one from, oh gosh, I don't remember now. I'm sorry. Well, whoever I got the cool, beautiful, pretty sewing notions and laces box from, let me know. And let others know, so everybody knows where to get the pretty things from. But I remember there were some buttons in it, and it was right next to me. That's too big. That must mean... Oh, that's cool. That's exactly like a doorknob. There's a shiny one. Ooh, that one's very neat. It looks like ice. Oh gosh, okay. The one that looks like... can you see that? I don't know. Let me see. This is a really hard choice for me. Oops. I want it to go that way. I know it's upside down, but I don't care. Okay, there's that one. Or there's this one that actually looks like a little doorknob. Okay, I can't get it to quite stand up. Golly. Oh, but it's pearly though. And I think it picks up the... Oh, it picks up that tone perfectly. Okay, this is the one. And, whoops. I need to stick something under there so when I push it onto it, it won't go there. Okay, let's turn on our glue gun. I love how quickly this one heats up. It's by Goganova. And they make all kinds of things. This one's rechargeable. Plugs into a USB port. And you can plug it into here and run it off of there instead of charging. But it's heating up and it's done. It's hot. And it has an auto shut off. I won't kill it. And this is cool. The only part that's hot is the brass part. Oops. Okay, which I want you to go that way. So, alright, now, there we go. Okay, there. Oh, look how cool. Okay, here is what I'm going to do. That's my cute little button doorknob. I love it. Okay, what I'm going to do is I printed another top box piece. I cut out a archway in the middle. This time I just used thinner copy paper. This is Hammermill. 30 pound, 60 pound. I can't remember. I'll put it in the description for you. So what I'm going to do is I have my other piece of acetate here. And I'm going to glue it onto the back. And this is going to be another pocket on here. I'm going to lift it up very slightly, so I'm not going to make it as dimensional as with the foam tape. So I'm just going to use the glue gun to give it a little bit of a lift, just a little bit, on this side. So you'll see as I go along. So let's move that, and let's put the acetate down. And let's, whoops, sorry about that. Make sure that it's in the same spot. As this one. pretty much. Okay. Now, you can, yeah, if I thought about it better, I would have, I think I'm just going to wrap this around because I made a smaller one, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this as the hinge paper because it's to the inside and it won't be, we can even something like that, and then you'll be able to, come here, you'll be able to, this way, be able to fold that over and have that come out like that. I like that part. Okay, let's do that. So what I want to do is, I suppose I can wrap that, yep, okay, let's wrap this around. Sorry I'm so jubbly and all over, but I really just kind of thought of it, and didn't really think about the mechanics of this one, which is what a lot of us do when we get creative. This is how we work. So I am showing you my creative now instead of my creative I planned ahead or did a test subject, if you will. Okay, now if you wanted to, you could simply leave this part on and like cut it off there or wherever. And let's see, I want to line it up so we know. Move you overhead. There. See? Okay. And then this whole thing would open up like that. So now here's my question for my personal taste. Do I want that whole thing like that? Or do I want a little piece like that? See, I like that. To me, even though this is short here, and you could stretch it out to make it to make it the same length, but I just think it looks more professional instead of just slapping it on there like that. That's just me. Someone else, obviously, it doesn't matter, it's their own opinion. So I'm just going to do it that way. And there are little aspects of this that I will change should I make another one, of course. But as I said, I just went ahead and did it. So sometimes, a lot of times, I make a prototype so that I have everything available for you guys. You can see the finished product. And parts as I'm making it. But I just wanted to make it. And we all have that time. So, how do you guys like to do things? Does it always have to be planned out? Or does it always never have to be planned out? I've sort of thrown my planner out the window this month. Oop, that's too... I didn't check that to make sure that it didn't overlap my window. Anyway, I sort of, threw out my planner this month. I didn't literally throw it out. I just threw out the planning aspect of this month because I have a special project I'm working on. It's a custom order, so it's a big surprise. So no one can see it, but I have big to-dos in my head for it, so it's taking up almost all of my time, which I'm perfectly happy with, and I hope she is happy with it when it's all finished. So I'm doing smaller things when I need a break from that project, or something is drying on that project, as is today's case. So I am working on this while it dries. And I did realize before I wrapped this that this was going to be shorter than this piece. But as long as my acetate is the same size, and then this will also help me to hide the hinge part so it doesn't stick out from the front cover. Okay, so I want that to be like that. So I'm going to fold you there. And I don't want it to be torn. I want it to have a finished edge right up along there. So I'm going to leave that like that and glue the inside flat before I tear it. Just so it has a very nice edge. The tops and bottoms, I'm just going to cut on my paper trimmer. And I don't know how far, let's see, how far in do you need to turn? Oops. That is also why I am creating at my leather and wax seal desk instead of on the island or my coloring table, because it's just full of stuffs. Okay, so we'll line you up. Okay, I am just going to have to fold this and see and then it's better to fold it bigger than shorter, because you can always pull more in this way but you can't let more out this way because you'll see the previous fold that you did. I actually think that's pretty good. I might make it just a smidgen shorter. Just a teeny weeny bit. Okay. And then let's chop some of this excess off. Put it down to approximately a ½ inch. Let's see. Oops. Okay, everybody. It's day 3. So, I'm not sure where I left off. But I believe we are putting that in there, making a hinge, and right there. Okay, let's get, where are my paper clips? Let's get some things here to hold this in place so I can see how it opens and closes. Well, that looks really good, huh? I like it. Okay. I think I'm going to glue it down here and then put this in here. And actually, well, yeah, I'm gonna do it that way, which a lot of you will not like. But I'm method madness, so here we go. Okay, I'm going to put some washi tape here to cover this bit to help with the tag that I'm going to put in there going in and out so it doesn't get caught on it and comes in and out smoothly. Whoopsie! I really missed my Sugar Bell bottles that I put, I decant that into. They work much easier. So if anyone wants to do a tip jar for me for Sugar Bell bottles, I would so greatly appreciate it. They are so much easier to squeeze for me. And yeah, they have less issues than the big bottle for my hands and stuff. So there you go. Any kind of support is always greatly appreciated, and I do try to acknowledge each and every one of you. Okay, probably should put some down on this one, just because I don't want the tag to go in and do this instead of that. So let's put a little bit of tape down there. There we go. Okay, so that opens nicely. Whoop, the glue gun shut off. Make sure I can line it up well that way. Yep,